put one together right here.
Crowder throws it up.
Give me the fire, light up the matches.
And Booker's going to go back to the locker room.
Devin Booker drills it. Paul George misses a pair, and the Suns with a chance to win it.
The 8. If he throws it, you got to, try to dunk it.
Crowder looking, throws it. Alley-oop. Oh! Ayton puts it down! He puts it down! Suns win game 2.
Jay made a great pass. I just finished. Enjoying the win tonight and getting ready for LA.
That is one of the extraordinary finishes in any NBA playoff game ever. And so, PJ Carlesimo, for everybody just joining us here, let's walk through it. All the things that had to go right for Phoenix and all the things that had to go wrong for the Clippers for that to end the way it did.
Well, their execution was perfect, Greeny, and it starts with the Devin Booker screen because you always say, let's just switch, but you're really worried that Booker is going to pop out and jump. Great screen right there by Booker. Tad illegal, but he's got Zubats right there. Now the pass. Jay Crowder made a pass that was absolutely perfect. And the easy part really was Deandre Ayton. All he had to do was jump up and stuff it through. And again, accent on it's a pass. It's not a shot. So there's no such thing as goaltending on that play. He can jump up and get it. The fact that Booker was the screener made it really hard. Nick Batum couldn't switch out or he couldn't lean the other way because if Booker pops out, he's got an open jump shot and it's only a 1-point game, 0.9 seconds. That's enough time to shoot it. But give Monty Williams a ton of credit for the people he put into play, the execution by Jay Crowder. Yeah, DeMarcus Cousins could have done a better job. He should have been leaning more inside. You have to take away that pass into the paint. There's no way you should allow a pass toward that black part of the floor. The pass has got to come in toward the corner or toward half court. But it's easy to second guess. DeMarcus got thrown in right at the last minute. I mean, that's a common occurrence. One of the assistant coaches probably, yelled to Lou, hey, let's put a big on the ball. He turns, he puts Boogie in, and they probably didn't have enough time to go over with DeMarcus Cousins what he needed to do. You would hope he would know that's happened before. I'm sure he's guarded an inbounder before, and your number one rule is don't allow a pass into the paint.
Yes, and the one thing that they weren't lacking for at the end of that game was time to talk over how they wanted to do things with all of the stoppages of play. But that's a different topic. So, PG, let me ask you this, because you coached a million games. We just heard what Monty Williams, the winning coach, said in the huddle. What is the coach on the defensive side saying there? What are you telling your players as they're going out to defend that in the final 0.9 seconds?
You're probably switching everything because you want to make sure you want to come together shoulder to shoulder if you're a defender. You have to let them know, hey, 0.9, guys, there's enough time to catch it and shoot it. It's not a 0.3 deal. It's 0.9 seconds. So you're switching. You're telling your inbounder, don't allow a pass into the lane. You see, poor Nick Batum didn't know what to do. He knew it was a good screen, and Ayton was probably open, but the last guy in the world that he wanted to leave is Devin Booker, so he's kind of caught between a rock and a hard place, and you love to go shoulder to shoulder and switch that. When it's a big small, it's the toughest thing to switch. That's why Monty had the big and the small involved in the screen, Devin Booker and Deandre Ayton.
And speaking of the big and the small, that is becoming a really good 1-2 punch for a Phoenix team that is now 2 wins away from the NBA Finals. And there's been so much attention paid to Booker, and rightfully so, for how well he has played. But I know that you are keeping a close eye on DeAndre Ayton. We may be seeing a star born there as well.
He's playing so much better than he did in the regular season, and it's versatility, Greeny, that makes him so hard. This guy's 6'11", 250. Look at him put the ball on the floor and beat you on the dribble right there. He's a big man. We know he can run the floor, and we know he can catch it and dunk it. But again, all big guys can't do that right there. Can he rebound? Yes, he can rebound. He averages over 10 a game. He averaged a double-double regular season and playoffs. Is he a shot blocker? Yes, he is. He averages over 1 a game. So he plays on both ends of the floor. And here's what he can do that a lot of people don't realize. He can shoot the ball. He shoots 63%. He's not going to be 23 years old until next month, Greeny. He was very good. He's taking it to another level right now. He's reaching his potential.
He was a one and done in Arizona, so it feels like he's been around a while, but he's still only 22 years old. And again, he's 2 wins away from the NBA Finals. PJ, we'll check back with
Devin Booker drills it. Paul George misses a pair, and the Suns with a chance to win it.
The 8. If he throws it, you got to try to dunk it.
Crowder looking, throws it. Alley-oop. Oh! Ayton puts it down. Suns win game 2.
Jay made a great pass, and I just finished. Enjoying the win tonight and getting ready for LA.
A beautiful finish, but the game was gritty. A Pat Beverly headbutt left Devin Booker bloodied and stitched. A Booker elbow in turn left Beverly with a cut lip. Booker comes back. That's the type of physical and sometimes ugly game that the Suns survived to take a 2-0 lead in the series. But the call for the winning play was a thing of beauty. Mark Schwartz has more on the Valley-oop.
DA, if he throws it, you got to try to dunk it, okay?
0.9 on the clock, Suns down 1. Monty Williams opted to run a play his team had never practiced. All he needed to make it work? Perfect execution.
I told Jay I would catch it, and he gave me a nod.
Jay Crowder would have to toss the pass above the impossibly long arms of DeMarcus Cousins. He would have to somehow avoid the backboard and trust that 22-year-old Deandre Ayton could soar above the trees for a spectacular game-winning dunk.
Crowder looking, throws it alley-oop. Oh! Ayton puts it down! He puts it down!
That's definitely Jay's game winner, making a great pass over a 7-footer.
Credit to Jay. We were trying to get a lob for DA, and he had the awareness to just put it up there where DA could only get it.
Ayton called it his best play ever.
I wasn't too sure what I did. I wasn't too sure they counted. I didn't want to be a blooper and none of that.
But none of it would have happened without a gutsy screen from an unlikely source. Devin Booker, bloodied, battered, and stitched up, impeded Clipper big man Ivica Zubac just enough to set Ayton free.
Probably playing with a great deal of pain, the ability to go set that kind of screen, knowing that everybody's going to be draped all over you. It says a lot about his willingness to make a play for his team.
That's an unselfish play by him. That's big time. That's big time. A lot of players want to do that. Let's see his position.
I'm Mark Schwartz, ESPN.
I still can't comprehend the precision on that pass as we now welcome in NBA analyst Tim Legler this morning. Tim, good morning. Even before the Valley-oop, the Clippers had no answers for Ayton all game long. What problems does he create that LA just didn't face in the first 2 rounds?
Yeah, I think particularly when you look at the Utah series, I think the big difference here is the Clippers want to play small lineups a lot, and Rudy Gobert was just not a guy that was going to be able to punish them on the other end and make them pay for it. That's not the case with DeAndre Ayton. He is skilled. He can play a power game. He's a great finisher. He can do things like catch the ball above the rim if you want to throw him a lob. And he's 22 for 29 in 2 games in this series. So DeAndre Ayton is a differentiating factor for the Suns. There's no question. And this is a very complete team. And you're not a complete team unless you have somebody that can really hurt you in the paint offensively. It's multi-skilled. And this guy is really turning into a special offensive player because he can even step out, make a mid-range jump shot. You can run pick and pop with him. But his primary specialty is his ability to slip and dive and catch balls going to the rim and get them quickly up on the glass and convert at a really high rate. His efficiency in the postseason has made Phoenix a well-rounded offensive team to go along with their guard play, which we know has been exceptional. They've got plenty of three-point shooting, and then that's the final piece. Do you have somebody that's 6'11", 7 feet tall that can play in the paint and make you pay anytime you want to play smaller guys or you want to commit too much help to penetration? So DeAndre Ayton has been fantastic for this team. His emergence this year is a big reason why they're now 2 games away from the finals.
Yeah, Ayton, the first player in the shot clock era with a 70% or better field goal percentage over a 12-game postseason span. So Ayton with the signature moment, but it's Cameron Payne leading both teams with 29 points, 9 assists. So how impressive has he been to you in Chris Paul's absence?
Well, tremendously impressive for this reason. This is a guy that came out as a first-round pick and has had some bouncing around the league. He even left the NBA at one point, went to China to play. He's been in the G League. He's been all over the place, and he knew he was going to get another opportunity at some point, and he kept believing in himself. Now, here he is on a team he's playing very well as a backup, but that's entirely different
to being thrust into this role, and not only going out there and playing well and managing the game. That's not what Cameron Payne's doing. He's going out there and he's dominating. So give him credit to be ready for the moment, to be this aggressive offensively, and to have, maybe his signature game of his NBA career on the biggest stage he's ever played on. So again, this is a very well-rounded team, no real weaknesses, and this shows you their depth.
What a time to have a career night. 29 points for Cameron Payne. Tim Legler joining us this morning on SportsCenter. Tim.